So. It's a nice day. A little bit of clouds to not be just in the sun. Not too much wind, it looks like.
C'est ta casse ici?
Oui, je l'ai mis exprès derrière pour la reprendre après.
Parfait. Il met de soleil.
Listen again. Parking brake is set. Lights, avionics, switches, everything is off. Alt and Force B are guard closed. Heat and defrost and the shut-off cabin heat are both closed. Alternate static source is closed. Pitot and static lines we will drain. Emergency equipment, so on a l'extincteur ici et à l'arrière il y a une boîte avec des pansements si on en avait besoin. Baggage and cargo is secured in the back. There is no keys, but we have the documents on board. Doors, we're going to close it, but maybe not directly since it's still a bit warm. And now I will do a little passenger briefing. Donc, chers passagers, bienvenue. Donc, j'ai une petite liste ici, je vais vous la lire. Bon, il y a certains éléments, par exemple, comme le fait qu'on n'a pas le droit de fumer à l'intérieur, ça je pense qu'il n'y aura pas de problème. Hein, Augustin, il ne faut pas fumer. Hein. Alors, on va mettre nos ceintures après le démarrage du moteur et on le gardera pendant tout le vol. C'est pour éviter qu'on bouge, c'est pour la sécurité. Donc au niveau de nos sièges, vous avez assez de place au niveau de vos pieds?
Oui, vous pouvez encore reculer si vous avez besoin.
D'accord, on est bien, c'est bien. Alors, dans cet avion, il n'y a qu'une seule porte. Bon, il y a une petite sortie là, mais la porte pour les personnes, c'est de ce côté-là. Et donc, ça veut dire qu'en cas de, si on devait sortir pour l'urgence, il y a deux poignées. Ici en haut, c'est ce qu'on appelle le latch. Donc, il faut ouvrir ici. Et là devant, la partie noire, on soulève. Donc c'est important de le voir si jamais on descendait, qu'on était inconscient, comme ça tu peux voir. Et évidemment, il y a un certain ordre pour sortir. Je ne vais pas sortir en premier, même physiquement c'est possible. Moi je serai le dernier à sortir. Donc je pense que ce sera Michael le premier à sortir pour pouvoir libérer l'espace. Toi, Augustin et moi en dernier. Et donc évidemment on cède dans la sortie. On n'a pas vraiment de survival equipment parce qu'on ne va pas voler au-dessus de l'eau ou dans des régions arctiques. Use of controls, ça c'est plus pour nous qui sommes devant, mais si jamais il y avait besoin, est-ce que tu as une idée générale de on tire voilà.
Pousse,
Bon, j'imagine pas que ce soit nécessaire, mais voilà, on va passer sur celui-là. Traffic avoidance, je vais vous demander votre aide. Parce qu'évidemment, à 4 paires d'yeux, on est mieux qu'à une seule. C'est-à-dire qu'on va regarder à l'extérieur et on va voir si on voit des avions. Alors un avion qui est loin, on ne le voit pas forcément très gros, ça peut être un petit point. Avec le soleil, il peut y avoir des réflexions. Mais donc, voilà, vous regarderez. Ah bah tiens, on en voit un d'ailleurs là qui va probablement atterrir à Charleroi. Ça, c'est un gros. Mais si on a des petits avions comme notre taille, ils seront plus petits. Mais donc, si vous m'aidez à regarder dehors, si vous voyez quelque chose, dites quelque chose. Donc si vous dites, ah tiens, il y a quelque chose là. Ça peut aussi être des oiseaux. Des fois, les oiseaux en altitude. Donc, si vous voyez quelque chose, attirez mon attention. Alors, les casques, comme je vous ai expliqué, chacun a son casque. Les casques sont munis d'un micro. Il n'y a pas besoin de faire quelque chose de spécial. Il suffit de parler. Le micro... voilà, il s'éteint quand vous ne parlez pas, il s'allume quand on parle.
Plus ou moins comme ça.
Voilà, il faut le mettre assez près.
Okay.
Parce que si tu es trop loin, il le chope pas. Donc ouais, ça c'est la bonne taille. Et sur les oreilles, normalement, je pense pour Augustin que ça devrait être bien aussi. Vous allez voir, vous pouvez essayer un moment, vous l'enlevez, ça fait beaucoup de bruit, vous remettez, c'est quand même beaucoup plus agréable. Alors, radio protocole, que je le vois dans le sens, moi je pense au Sterile Cockpit Environment. Tu sais m'aider, Michael, sur celui-là?
En général, si on doit parler à la radio de temps en temps, si on se parle entre nous, ce que je fais d'habitude, c'est que je lève ma main pour dire attends une seconde, on a besoin soit d'écouter quelque chose ou de dire quelque chose à la radio.
Pendant ce temps-là, on parle pas.
C'est ça, ouais. Si on lève la main, on parle pas parce qu'on a besoin d'écouter soit ce que fait un autre avion ou ce que dit la tour à un autre avion ou à nous. Donc voilà. Sterile Cockpit Environment, ça veut dire qu'il y a quelques mots. Donc, c'est tout à fait bien, on peut parler pendant le vol. Si vous avez des questions, vous les posez. Il y a juste quelques moments qui sont plus sensibles, en particulier au décollage et à l'atterrissage. À ce moment-là, on ne parle pas. Sauf si évidemment il y avait un gros problème, vous dites ah, tiens, on en manque un bout de machin, etc. Mais l'idée de base, c'est on ne parle pas pendant ce moment-là. Si vous avez des questions, retenez-les pour juste après. Est-ce que autre chose sur le Sterile Cockpit? Non, c'est okay. Donc voilà. Après, il y a certaines personnes qui peuvent se sentir mal pendant un vol. Ça peut arriver, c'est tout à fait normal. Si c'est nécessaire, alors il y a de l'air qu'on peut allumer. Si vous ouvrez ça,
c'est
déjà.
Pour diriger.
Ouais.
Oui. Il y a un slider.
Okay.
Plus ou moins. Ça fonctionne très bien. Un peu d'air frais, ça permet. Okay. Une autre chose qui aide beaucoup, c'est de regarder dehors. Donc, par exemple, si on est sur son téléphone ou on prend des photos, ça peut être un peu... Donc, en ce moment, on lâche le téléphone et on regarde dehors avec l'air. En général, ça va bien. Et si nécessaire, je vous ai mis le petit sac. Je sais que tu le vois. Ouais.
Ah oui, il y a un petit sac.
Okay, bah.
Oui, il y a celui-là qui est un peu plus...
Ah ouais, okay.
Donc voilà. Il n'y a aucun problème, hein, si vous sentez mal, c'est comme ça.
C'est mieux de nous le dire bien à l'avance.
Ouais. Si vous sentez que ça commence à... Moi, ça m'était arrivé dans mon tout premier vol, je commençais à avoir chaud, etc. Et l'air, ça m'a beaucoup aidé, donc voilà, n'hésitez pas.
Et puis ici aussi, pour allumer, pour éteindre. Ça c'est allumé, ça c'est éteint.
Regarde Augustin, un hélicoptère. Donc, et si jamais ça va vraiment pas bien, on atterrit sur une piste, j'ai ça sur la carte, les différents points. Ok, et donc on a expliqué cabin vents and heats. Est-ce qu'il y a des questions?
Il y a des questions, Augustin?
Non, si elles arrivent plus tard, il n'y a pas de problème, vous les posez. Ça marche, ok. Donc,
moi j'ai une question quand même.
Ouais.
Pour se sécuriser,
la ceinture là, et puis tout à fait, comme une ceinture de voiture.
La seule différence, c'est que celui du bas, tu dois régler manuellement.
Ouais.
C'est que lui qui
la
est
largeur.
Ok. Très bien.
Ça marche. Parfait. Ok, pre-flight briefing done. Engine start day. Parking brake set. Alternate air door closed. Circuit breakers because nothing is out except this one, which is enough. So that's good. Startup emergencies. Donc, en démarrage du moteur, si jamais il y avait un incendie, un feu moteur. Oui, there's a rabbit there, just on the side. Crossing the other way. Si on avait un feu moteur, à ce moment-là, ce qu'on fait, c'est qu'on éteint donc ces trois-là, main bus, fuel pump, battery master. On met le throttle au minimum, engine master off. On close le tank, le fuel source. Et je pense que c'est tout sur celui-là. Si ça, bon, on espère que ça s'éteint. Si ça ne s'éteint pas, on prend l'extincteur, on sort et on va éteindre depuis l'extérieur. Et on a commencé. Battery on. On regarde la lampe avec des water qui vient de s'éteindre. Parfait. Fuel temperature. Ah, non, attends, elle est en bas, elle est verte toutes les deux, c'est bien. Fuel selector on lowest quantity, bon, on n'a pas vraiment, je vais le laisser sur celui-ci pour l'instant. Ouais, on le verra là. Bah, alors je le mets sur le droite qui est devant. Là on a mis un tout petit peu plus sec. Parfait. Fuel temperature, fuel selector, radio master est bien off. La fuel pump, on va l'allumer. On entend le bruit. Throttle est bien idle. Prop area clear. Est-ce qu'il y a besoin de créer prop clear ou pas?
Si tu veux.
Ouais. Prop clear. Et on allume notre engine master.
Doors closed.
Doors closed. Glow light est allumé. On va s'éteindre. Est-ce qu'il y a besoin de mettre un peu de primer? Il n'y a pas de primer sur celui-là. Ok. Et je vais le pied sur le frein. On démarre le moteur. Go light, starter, engine start complete. Lights after start. All pressure is in the green. Ammeter and voltmeters are in the green. Fuel pump off. On va faire un FADEC backup battery test. Donc on va éteindre l'alternator. Là il est off, hein?
Ouais.
Off.
Là il est off.
Là il est on. Donc là, alternator off. Batterie off. On attend. On va avoir des warnings qui est celui-là. On va voir attention. En alt. Okay. Batterie check. FADEC warning lights off. On n'a pas de lumière. On rallume la batterie. Et on éteint l'alternator. On va clear les CED et AED. On va close the pane. J'ai pas pris une photo, je suppose que c'est bon hein, sur celui d'avant.
Ça devrait être ok.
Cleared. Night only, we're not night. Main bus on. Necessary lights, on va allumer les nav lights et les strobe lights. Radio master on. On fera le check de la radio après. Hein. Autopilot and trim both are off because we're not going to use it. Switch to standby instruments. So here it's still starting up. Brightness is a bit low. Is this one already on? So standby instruments. Still lining. Okay. It's horizontal. Blue is up. It's not indicating the. Is this one supposed to indicate the heading or not? Because it indicates the track.
Track, yeah, probably the magnetic compass is still starting to work.
So here we're around 4. This one. So the altitude is 520 here, 500. Seems a little bit low. We'll check what they inform us. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit low. Ok, seatbelt, là on va mettre notre ceinture. cabin door, I will latch it. Tu vois, là, on ferme ici en haut, comme ça c'est double fermé. Transponder is set to alt 7000 since we are uncontrolled. Vous arrivez bien à mettre les ceintures, ouais?
Ouais.
Ça marche. Good. Transponder is out. Radio set and test. Donc là, on va mettre notre casque. Tu m'entends?
Ouais.
Ok.
Radio 5.
Says ready to go in 34 seconds. Ok, Daya, est-ce que vous m'entendez?
Oui.
Oui.
Moi, je vous entends très bien aussi.
Ouais.
Parfait.
Super.
Très bien. Et donc, notre radio, alors qu'est-ce qu'on va ici?
Si t'entends trop fort, tu peux changer le son ici, hein, tu me dis, hein, c'est trop fort.
Ok.
Alors, on est ici sur Namur
Papa.
Radio, on a Brussels Information qui est déjà mis, ça sera en effet notre premier changement, donc c'est logique. J'aimerais bien me mettre au cas où sur celle-là, sur Charleroi, si jamais on avait besoin. Et donc je vais me mettre sur Tower qui est... C'est quoi? 123... Non, non. Oh, I have
120305, je pense.
120?
121305.
121305, indeed. Donc 121. 305. And just for good manners, I would want to have the emergency 121 500 here. As a backup. Ok. Donc là, on est au niveau de nos radios, on est bon. Celui-là, j'aimerais le centrer. Enfin, je vais pas vraiment l'utiliser, mais j'aimerais le centrer. Setup map. Orientation. No, this one. Start up. Track up. Voilà. Ok. On est bon. Ah non, celui-là, on va encore. Gallon fuel done. Je vous indique maintenant 12 et 11 qui fait 23, donc c'est consistant avec ce qu'on voulait. Ok. Non, je suis content avec ça, c'est bon. Radius, donc maintenant fuel quantity, bah, c'est ce qu'on vient de faire, donc ça tombe bien. PFD brightness, là je suis déjà au max et je crois que c'est là aussi, donc c'est bon. Et on va donc à taxi clearance. Donc je vais 118005. Est-ce que je suis bien sûr comme 1? Voilà, ok. Namur Radio, Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, bonjour.
Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, Namur 5. 24 left in use, right and circuit. The wind calm, the QNH. 1009.
Runway 24 news, runway 24 left in use, 1007. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo. This one changes automatically. I thought we had to also change it.
No, so it's 1009 QNH.
You're 9. Yeah. Sorry.
And they're not pros here, so he didn't catch that mistake. So you did a good thing. You wanted to go set
Yeah,
it,
I didn't
and
change
then you
it.
didn't.
Yeah.
So make sure you.
I should have said it.
That's
and
a good
then,
habit.
then responded.
As soon as you hear it on the
Yep.
on the call, you set it,
Makes sense.
and that'll help you later in IFR as well because they give you a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's one less thing to remember. You can just read it.
Not note it and then. Okay.
And then on the standby as well.
So now it makes sense why it had not changed because it didn't. Okay. Then I will just say that we are after start complete and we're going to do the run up at the area there.
Sierra 3.
Sierra 3. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, taxiing to Sierra 3 for run up. Let's be careful with the wing. Check. There's some people walking around in front, but they're still on the side. Donc là, je fais attention à l'aile. On est passé. Il n'y a personne à gauche. Et on va suivre la ligne jaune.
Il y a maman à droite là-bas, avec Héloïse et Pauline.
Oh. Yeah, we're clear. I'll go a bit more to the left to make sure. Roger.
Tu la vois? Bien.
Bye bye.
On va aller prendre.
And don't forget your brake check.
Yep.
Best way not to forget it is as soon as you start moving. 2 centimeters, click,
Checking my brakes.
and I have brakes, and they work. You have controls.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Otherwise, it's too easy to forget it. As soon as you start moving. You don't have to check both of them immediately, but at least the pilot flying to check his brakes.
So I will go after and come back, right, to have my nose this way.
Check.
Ici, pour information, on va faire ce qu'on appelle le run-up, c'est grosso modo vérifier que le moteur a la bonne puissance, s'en rendre compte avant tout problème éventuel sur la piste. Ok. Let's keep the wheels inside. Okay, run up. Nose wheel is straight, parking brakes are set, fuel selector will switch to the left one. Engine instruments are green, warm up to 1400, so the old temperature is already green. Do I need to do the, no, huh? It's only if it's not green. Okay, good. Throttle is idle. And we'll do a FADEC test. Which switches to the B. Going down. Switch to A. Going down. Okay. FADEC test complete. Let's force the B. Yep, I feel the change. Indeed again. So let's check them back to auto. Load and RPM check. So we want to see at least 2240 with 94%. So brakes. On va faire un test moteur. (2280) with 100%, so that's good. Throttle back to idle. Autopilot, and it's off, so we will not test it. Alternate air door is closed. The cabin heat is shut off. Circuit breakers, did anyone jump out? No. Flight instruments, so let's do another check. We are horizontal and with the blue up on both. They're indicating 560, which is a better altitude. 550 here, slight difference, but that's okay. We're indicating 232 here. This one does not have a heading indicator, and we are 230, a bit more, so that's consistent. And
I wonder if it's changed that.
Something did change.
No.
It
Never mind.
It's okay. Good. Where am I here? Flight instruments, so friction nuts. I think it was okay. I will leave it like this. Flaps, so we are going to test the 1, 2, 3, and we will do a takeoff with two notch of flaps. Trim on neutral. Flight control, watch out with your feet. So it goes up on the right, the back, up on the left, back, and it's free. All good. Doors and windows, it's both closed and latched. Fuel pump will be on, and we'll do a takeoff briefing. So today we're going to do a navigation to around Chièvres. So we are at Namur Airfield. It's a short airfield. The runway 24 left en dur is open. So we will do a short field takeoff. We will then join the pattern altitude, which is 1600, and there's a specific procedure, basically trekking towards the woods there, and then I will go in downwind to join basically the railroad tracks that bring us towards Chamblou. So and I will not explain all of that. We reviewed it together, but we have the navigation planned, which, by the way, I prepared with Damien, so he knows also what we're going to do. In case of an emergency, so if we are still on the ground, I will just go to idle, brake, and get out of the runway. If we are already airborne, since this is a short airfield, it's unlikely that we have still time to go back on the runway, and so it's a selection of so first off, keeping the speed, so nose down to keep at least 60, 63, or 70 is best glide. Then we'll look for field. In this case, it will likely be more towards the right side, because on the left side you have the village, and obviously depending on what the altitude is, but selection of a field, full flaps, 3 degrees of flaps, and then atterrir, land. If we have a minor problem, like an open door or something, we just do the pattern.
24 left in use, right and circuit, wind calm, QNH 1009.
Was that for them?
Yes.
I didn't hear them calling.
No, me neither.
Okay. So if we have minor emergency, we just finish the circuit and we come back on the 24 left. Okay. That's it.
I start calling the maneuver.
Voilà, on a fini nos checks. On va y aller. Une dernière question.
C'était encore une question, Augustin?
Non.
Non? J'ai une carte ici devant moi, est-ce que je peux l'utiliser pour...
Je vais l'utiliser en fait, je l'ai mis là, comme ça
okay.
je peux l'attraper,
Okay,
mais c'est celle que je vais utiliser quoi.
Très bien.
I will go...
24 left in use, right and circuit, the wind calm, QNH 1009.
Should say... Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, taxi to runway 24 left.
J'ai la mienne si tu
Merci.
veux. Mais il n'y a rien dessus alors.
Ouais, non, mais...
Tu te rappelles grosso modo, je pense, autour de Chièvres.
On est là.
Set my kneeboard, my map here.
On va faire ça. Ouais.
C'est long.
Looks like if I know it's clear, I will do a full stop regardless.
Michael Patango, beam Chamblou, 1700 feet to join it right and downwind, runway 24.
So they're coming towards where we're going. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, final clear, line up and take off runway 24 left. And I'll take my landing lights and the recognition lights as well on. Okay.
And the window. Alright.
2 degrees of flaps, full power, and let's take off the brakes. And we'll lift off at 55. Ready? Airspeed is alive, engine green, waiting for 55. 50. 55, rotate. Search for 63 and towards the right with a shallow angle.
Don't forget stick and rudder.
1 degree flaps up. And 63.
Very good.
Okay, take off altitude.
November 321 Echo Sierra, taking off runway 24
Landing
left.
lights, flaps, power. No warnings.
Radio Oscar Mike Alpha Tango, ascend downwind runway 24 left.
Got a helicopter in sight, yep. And 2 helicopters, there's one there, and or it's an airplane.
It's an airplane, yeah.
Helicopter Oscar Tango Bravo, turning right base 24 right.
Should I announce that I am on downwind, or just when I'm leaving?
You can announce joining the downwind, yeah.
Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, joining a right-hand downwind, runway 24 left, leaving towards Jean Bleu at the end of the runway. So we're about to get to 1600. I will level off.
Yeah, là-bas.
That's
L'autoroute, là.
70% for the cruise, and I have the railway on the side, so I will turn. Donc là, on va suivre le chemin de fer.
Ouais, c'est le chemin de fer là.
Oscar Mike Alpha Tango, turning right base 24 left.
Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, leaving the area towards Jean Bleu via the north. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo. A bit too much wind here. Okay, so Jean Bleu is ahead. I will stabilize and put my kneeboard. Voilà, c'est là. Losing a bit of altitude. Okay, going back towards Jean Bleu. So I'll stay at 1500 now, now that I'm out of the pattern, in order to stay under the 1500 limit. So là que je vais prendre ma carte.
Ouais.
And so Jean Bleu will be the first point. I'll go in a little bit down. So I will use this, okay, as a timer.
Les éoliennes, tu les vois?
Oscar Mike Alpha Tango, turning final 24 left, full stop. And helicopter Oscar Tango Bravo, I maintain runway 24 right for running the size.
And I will turn towards 294, which I'm basically already on. So Jean Bleu, I will wait for the middle of the city more or less, which is like in 5 seconds. And I will set my timer, 10, 10, 30, yeah. And that's town. 10, supposed to arrive at 13 and 294 at 1500 altitude.
So feel free to use your bugs to help you.
Yep.
You can use your heading bug, your altitude bug. If you push on it, it just censors the heading bug. That's quite nice.
Yep.
Same with the
I
altitude
just
bug.
don't see when I change it. Where's the indication?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So 294. 294 and the altitude. How do I get the altitude?
So you can click on the altitude bug
Okay.
button
And then so click once, it'll change to thousands. Click twice, and it'll switch to hundreds. And if you push it, push on the button. I mean, there you go. So now you can adjust to hundreds. And then here I would take 1,400 just to have a bit of margin in case we deviate.
1,400, okay.
Because at 1,501 feet we are in the TMA.
Okay, so it's a bit too short for me to change now to Brussels. I will wait after Waterloo.
Okay.
And so let me check 2,000. I have a highway that's about 4 minutes.
Tu vois le lion de Waterloo?
Oui, j'ai fait.
On va le voir normalement. Ok?
So let's see, we're about 2 minutes. There's a little water stream. So I'm keeping 294, 1400 as the altitude. Ça va bien derrière?
Oui.
Oui, ça va bien.
Tango, do I go next to the helicopter?
What I will do is I will go a little bit towards the left so that I can keep the point on inside instead of just having it down. But for now, I'm keeping this.
Close my flight. The next on your right side.
So if you wish, even if you're not contacting them yet, you can switch to Brussels info already.
Yep.
And that way
1009.
you have an idea of what's going on.
Yep.
You can hear already some QNHs maybe, you can hear other traffic. Is the military active? So you can pick up some information already without even talking to them, instead of listening to the guy texting in Namur.
Yeah. Makes sense. So I'll try to be better with my stick and rudder, although this change will not be that big. It's about 20 degrees, but still. So, what do we have here? I'm a little bit low at 1300. This is the highway. So we're at this point here, or well, about to get here.
Tu vois l'autoroute, t'es là? Tu vois l'autoroute?
Oui.
There you go. For today, I'm going to zoom out your maps so that you
That's
can't
fine.
use them.
Yeah. By the way, I don't really like this system, this part, so
Very
I'm
small.
not looking at it anyway.
It's quite small.
Donc par là-bas, on voit Bruxelles, hein?
Ah oui,
Tous ces bâtiments.
là-bas c'est Bruxelles, c'est la maison.
So we're ground speed of 110, so it's a bit faster than what I had calculated with 105. Should I remove? Do we want to go at 105 to keep the?
That's up to you.
I'll go just a little bit down. Sure. Get 68 or something. There's a power station here, but I don't think it's visible. There's an antenna towards the right, or maybe that's probably that antenna. So I'm still a little bit to the left. With how big is that antenna? 686, 200 feet. Yeah, that's probably that one. So let's see if we can already see the Butte du Lion. I would expect it to be here. I see the highway. It must be just here, but oh yeah, no, I see it now. Ok, je vois la butte du Lion. elle est verte sur un fond vert, donc c'est un peu difficile. Je vais me diriger un petit peu plus.
Par là, quelque part.
Tu la vois, Damien, ou pas?
Non.
Pas encore? Ok, bah.
Pas encore.
Tu vois, si tu regardes, remets-toi attention, dans ce sens-là. Il y a un bâtiment un peu rond à droite et une butte comme ça.
Oui.
Voilà. Je vais remonter un petit peu.
Je vois le bâtiment.
Mais c'est le bâtiment qui est juste
So
à
after
côté de la
turning,
butte.
I will do the 5 T's, and then after that I will contact Brussels Info.
Check.
Let's see, we're at 6 minutes 20, and I had here 7 minutes. Did I forget? Oh, wait.
Il y a beaucoup de champs, hein. Tu vois tous les champs?
Oui.
Did I put this on the incorrect? Yeah, I put this on the incorrect line.
Il y a presque que des
10
champs.
and 17, and it's 10, 17. Okay, yeah, sorry. That was my first non-point. Okay, and I will go to a heading of 276. So I will.
Tu la vois? Juste ici à gauche, en dessous de l'aile.
Ah
Je vais
oui.
tourner un petit peu.
Ah oui.
Okay, so when I'm abeam with my wing, I will take my time.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Papillou, elle a.
Non, Papillou, il est plus loin. Là, c'est la butte du lion.
And it's
Ah,
10, 17, or let's say 10, 18. And I should go a bit too much. 2, 7, 6. My heading. And let's go back to 1400 as an altitude. Guess I'm too worried to go to 1500. So, okay, so what did I say? It was 17, 18. And that's plus 12, so that's 30 we're supposed to arrive. We did actually take 7 minutes.
I'm going to stop you there. Fly navcom.
Yeah.
Fly this. You know when you left. You can estimate it later
Yeah,
once
okay.
you have a moment.
So 273 and the altitude.
Heading good. Correct the altitude. And
So
then
the 5 T's,
Take.
turn, time, twist. We don't do it here. Throttle, which I don't think I need to change anything except the fuel tank that I'll put on the right. I'd like to check here.
so when we change the fuel tank, remember
fuel pump. Yes, I know. Yes, I forget it. Okay, and I'll go back to some more altitude. So yeah, throttle, and the last one is torque, which is what I will be doing now.
So I would first focus on the climb. If
Yeah.
you want, that's quite a big difference.
Yeah.
I would go full power, make a quick correction, trim, and then you don't have to think about it
Makes
anymore.
sense.
It's a lot easier than slowly going
Yeah.
back, you know. If you're at 50 feet, sure, by all means, make a small correction, but 200-300 feet, maybe it's worth correcting it.
There's an airplane here above, a pretty big one. We're not in conflict. You see it above?
No.
All the way, oh well, sorry, that way.
Yes, I see.
Okay. We're approaching 1400. I will level off. And bring it back to 70. Trim it. Okay, so it's still 276, 277, and now I will announce. There's not a lot of traffic, right? There's a big tower there, Grosse Tour. Okay. Smith checks 126900, and I'm COM 1. Okay. Brussels information, Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, bonjour.
Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, Brussels information now.
Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo is a PA-28 with 4 persons on board for a navigation flight from Namur to Namur, currently past Waterloo in way to Gerardsbergen. We are at altitude 1,200, going up to 1,400, squawking 7,000. Next reporting point, Gerardsbergen, request flight information service.
Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, expect a flight information service, and Brussels QNH 1010, squawk 2000.
1010, squawk 2000, expect flight information service.
Oscar Yankee Papa.
Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo. And it took 2000. Okay. And I'm too slow.
Il était en communication avec la radio par terre pour demander s'il y avait d'autres avions ici, dans le coin.
Je pense que proximity fixé.
So we just passed the railroad. I will check that after I'm back at my altitude. And we're 4 minutes since the last point. This is the point where the highway and the railroad join. And I'm still on the right track. And the altitude is 1400 now.
L'autoroute et le train qui sont là-bas, qui se rejoignent là-bas.
Is it my trim that gets me down?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's more focused on trim before doing other things.
Yep. Okay, so let's see the railroad track and the highway. Yep, we're just past here, so that's good. We're consistent.
C'est là où on est.
Did you pass them flight aware or?
Yeah, Sky Demon.
Yeah, cool. I see a little quarry there. And it doesn't seem that we have much traffic around us.
Bien sûr, bien regarder dehors et pas toujours au téléphone. Mais tu pouvais garder pour le vol.
Merci.
Brussels info Delta Echo Lima Whiskey, goedemiddag. Delta Echo Lima Whiskey, Brussels info, goedemiddag.
I will turn my map to be for the next
Delta Echo Lima Whiskey via flight from Midden-Zeeland to Kortrijk, crossing the boundary between Netherlands and Belgium, currently at 2,400 feet. Delta Whiskey, Austin, QNH 1009. QNH 1009, Delta Echo Lima Whiskey.
1400, the altitude is better now, and the heading is back to 74.
Brussels info Delta Echo Lima Whiskey, can you confirm if TSA-11 is active or not?
So, the next point, oh, there's a fire or something on the left, on dirait un incendie.
C'est peut-être pas le quarry?
Ah oui, ça pourrait être là, ouais. So, we're passing this kind of like almost perpendicular, which is this one that I had marked, and we're at 650, this was 6, yeah, 7.
Yeah, 11 is not active. About this Delta Echo Lima
So that's
Whiskey.
consistent.
Information, Oscar Victor Papa Echo.
Going down.
All of a sudden a thermal, not much you can do, but correct.
Okay, so what I'm looking for now is this train tracks which will slowly come back to us. I don't see it yet, but we'll pass over it, and then the point that's going to be my reference point is when the railroad track goes to the right with the city, and on the left that's where the airfield is. So I don't know if I can already see.
Oscar Victor Papa Echo, Brussels Canadians 1010, Boven en kleine boven active.
1010, kleine boven active. Oscar Victor Papa Echo.
Can you show me the squelch for the radio that we're saying?
So this big knob is
Yeah.
the intercom, and the squelch is pushing on it.
Was there a squelch for the...
Yes. Well, the large knob is the squelch, and so you can choose the pickup line.
Brussels information, hello. Austin QNH 1009.
So for example, if I put it maximum, you'll see that when you try to talk,
QNH 1009
all the time,
descent at
oh no, so here it'll be very hard to pick up. And if I put it open,
Okay, now I talk.
then it never turns off.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I see the railroad track now. Donc là, pour information,
Ouais.
le point de repère, c'est le chemin de fer qu'on voit là en bas. Je ne sais pas si vous le voyez.
Ouais.
Et qui va légèrement... Attends, je vais garder mon cap. On va légèrement passer par au-dessus. Et quand il tourne à droite, ici, il y a un aérodrome qui devrait être sur la gauche. Ça doit être ce village qui est là.
Ouais.
Le train va partir vers la droite. Il y en a une autre qui part sur la gauche. Et je pense plus ou moins là où on voit un champ un peu jaune sur la gauche, ça doit être dans ce coin-là, quoi.
Ok.
Donc on va voir.
Regarde, tu vois la ligne de train, c'est la ligne noire ici.
For 9 minutes, so that's roughly here. Yeah. It's when I think we're maybe even a bit further because the railroad track already does this like little S thing. So we're probably already approaching here. Maybe a minute in advance or so.
And what precautions can you take when coming overhead a field that might be active?
So I could call them.
It's not a bad idea.
And I have the radio here. Should I ask?
Or you could even just monitor it on the secondary to hear if there's anything going on.
Makes sense.
If you hear nothing, it's no guarantee that they're not doing anything, but it's already
124, 155. First, keep flying the plane. 124, what do you say? 155. I should listen like this, I guess.
Yes, and you can set it as active. There you go. And if you're really proficient, you can switch. You can be on 2 radios at once, of course.
Yeah. With the
mic 2, yeah.
Can you have both mics?
No,
just one.
One or the other. But
yeah,
now
so I monitor radio.
If you wanted to check with them, you can do that.
Okay.
And then leave COM on, of course.
Yeah. So would you say radio Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, approaching your installation for transit or
something
at altitude? So let me just first try to check. I see the railroad. This is the airfield. Hello. Gerard Bergen Radio Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, passing right next to your airfield at altitude 1,400, transitioning towards the south. So I'll turn already, I will take my time when I'm abeam. Si vous regardez bien, il y a un vieil avion au bout de la piste.
Voilà.
Oui.
From 1400s.
Un avion de la guerre ou
Je crois que c'est... je t'expliquerai après, je fais le tour et je t'explique. Ok. So, I should have done that before. 3-1. And I'll take my time now, and it's 10:29. And I go to 2-3-1. Should have done that. So 2-3-1. Let's say 10:29. I'll calculate after that. So turn, time, twist, throttle. Well, good. So I'll take the fuel pump on, switch to the left tank. Can I already turn it off right away?
Sure.
Or, yeah.
After 5 or 10 seconds, if nothing goes wrong. Very good.
And talk. I told radio that my next reporting point would be Gerardsbergen, so should I tell them?
You can let them know, yeah.
Yep. I'll go back to this one. Yep. I will leave their frequency, the others. They're behind me. Let me just check altitude and the heading before I talk. Can I call that just Antoine or... Oh, because I don't think they will need it.
They don't know any of that, yeah. I would say Tournai, the town of Tournai.
Okay.
It's more, even that, maybe they don't know where that is, but
I'm on COM 1. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo past Gerardsbergen in direction now of Tournai. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo.
Oscar Kilo, Roger.
So you said your call sign twice? Only
Yeah.
the beginning is necessary.
I think I've watched too much videos in the US where they like repeat the aerodrome at the end since they share frequencies.
Ah, okay.
And I don't know. Yeah, they have frequencies for like uncontrolled airfields that can be like 100 miles far away.
And the same
But so you have to say the name of the aerodrome at the beginning and also at the end.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay, so 1400s, that's a bit low, and 2, 3, 1. So what do we have around here? I have at around 6 minutes this one, so here we're probably this road is this one, so we're still a little bit ahead of schedule. Oh, that's that one. On the right, there's maybe 2 waterways, but they're a bit far, so I don't think I can see them. Let's see this forest. Probably this one.
For the Air College 4 to 4 November, we will enter the overhead.
Looks like we have a quarry right away, right ahead.
Air College 4 to 4, Roger. I'm maintaining 60, or are you starting the descent? We will maintain flight of 60, I'll call you back when we start on the set. Roger.
Tout va bien derrière?
Ouais, super.
T'as pas trop chaud?
T'as chaud, toi?
Non.
Non, c'est bon.
Ok, c'est parfait.
Donc cet avion, tu disais, Emilien?
Dis-moi.
L'avion qu'on voyait sur le sol en fin de piste.
Oui. J'ai regardé sur le site web de l'aérodrome,
Ouais.
et si je dis pas de bêtises, c'est un DC-9 ou quelque chose comme ça, qui a battu un record du monde avec la Sabena,
Ouais.
un truc du style tour du monde en 37 heures ou quelque chose comme ça.
Ouais.
Faut revoir les infos, mais donc c'est un avion entre guillemets historique,
Ouais.
qu'ils ont récupéré et qu'ils ont installé là en bas en display statique, quoi.
Ouais, chouette. Sympa.
Ouais. So I think I'm a little bit towards the right, because this forest here is what I think I have more or less coming up, because this one, so I think I'm more like here. I'll go back to my 231. Although, no, I think I'm actually farther than I'm already going to be joining this highway, which I think I see cars. So I'm already farther. I'm not here, I'm here. Even though it's only 5 minutes, which would be here, I think I'm about to reach this point. And the quarry...
Tu vois les 2 éoliennes là, sur la carte?
Okay.
2 éoliennes là, elles sont juste là. Là. Tu vois les éoliennes?
Oh, non.
Là.
Ah oui.
So let's see, this forest is actually this
Il y en a
one.
4.
Ouais.
I see the highway
Là, il y en a que 2.
going that way. Okay, so I will prepare better for this one. Oh, I will still wait for the point to be closer because it's still like about 6 minutes. I'm a bit better now on my track.
Est-ce que je peux reprendre ma carte?
Ouais.
Merci. Et si tu veux récupérer ton téléphone aussi, hein?
Ah non, ça j'ai mon iPad
Ça va.
beaucoup plus grand et facile à utiliser. So after we have passed Antoine, I will take another. I will already turn my map now, because Antoine is visible on the other side as well.
Antoine, quand tu entends Antoine, c'est parce que c'est là où il y a Papilou.
Quoi?
Quand on va vers Antoine. Antoine, c'est près du,
So you see the quarry?
du château de Papilou.
Oh, I see a quarry right ahead. I don't know if it's actually the one, but I can see on this side of the map. I also see the. Wait, if I'm on the right. Okay. It's here. I can see this and be better placed for the next one.
Information on Victor Oscar Victor November, India, good morning. Oscar Victor November, India, good morning. Oscar Victor November India, PA 38 to PUV, fly a local verify from Echo Bravo Charlie India to Echo Bravo Charlie India, and will perform a low pass in Saint-Fontaine. We are
I think we're passing this highway here.
Leaving from the southeast, southwest. Squawking 2000.
I believe this will be the quarry, but
2,200 feet. Request flight to
I will wait to confirm to see if I can see the railroad track and the waterway.
QNH 1009. Okay, Oscar.
Still on 1010, but
Therefore, for the air course,
that's the whole regional, so
leaving flight about
I think
60.
one bar 30 feet is okay.
QNH confirm 1009.
Echo 44 November, from Austin, QNH 1009.
Bristol's information, Delta Echo Lima Whiskey, request frequency change to Kortrijk.
Delta Whiskey, goodbye.
Roger, Delta Echo Lima Whiskey, fijne dag nog.
Donc là, on arrive vers une grosse carrière. Diversion time. So now you can follow your route, but plan it as a diversion. Oh, yep.
La grosse carrière, c'est à côté du
Can I
château.
wait to get to the point, or should I plan? Yeah,
You can plan from that point.
Yeah.
I'll take over the flying for you.
Okay.
I have controls.
Thank you.
I'll fly you to the quarry.
This is information, Delta Golf for Charlie. Charlie, hello again.
I can write on your map, right?
Of course, yeah.
And Delta Golf for Charlie. Charlie, just
So, Dawn is here.
Then we just flight information for the flight next to Antwerp.
Delta Golf Victor Charlie, and Brussels QNH 1009, boven active.
So this will be my points.
1009, boven active. Delta Charlie Charlie.
I'm going to go a bit further to see my...
And I'll do a slow orbit over here to give you about
Good.
2-3 minutes to do that first leg.
Good. I will go towards La Buissière, which is here. My thing is too short. I could use the knee board, but I will...
You can use your checklist.
Yep.
Works as well. It's a bit longer than
This one?
yeah, for example. It's got a straight edge. Or you can freehand it. It's up to you, of course. Whatever is most efficient or easiest for you.
Donc là, pour info, je suis en train de dessiner comme si on faisait une diversion, c'est-à-dire un changement non prévu.
Ok. T'as vu la carrière là?
Voilà, it's quite deep, huh?
Yeah.
And there's a second one. Actually, the one that I had in mind was the second one, and the reference point is the middle between the two, where the railroad track meets the... There's a waterway, I guess.
Okay.
C'est là où on creuse
Okay,
pour
so let me
récupérer
put
de la
that
pierre,
back.
pour faire des briques et tout ça.
So I'll use the blue lines. Here's one. I have a 1.5 or 1.17. I'll
So-
write it here.
What is your rough heading to begin? Well, you got there.
1.17 the heading.
Cool. I'll set that. 117.
Let me just enjoy a little bit the views.
Of course.
Can I just do a check? We said it was going to be 12 minutes. We're around 10. So yeah, we're a little bit ahead. I will wait going on the middle points before taking the time, which will also be helpful with this.
Sure.
So heading towards 1.17. Je regarde de l'autre côté, il y a aussi, elle est bien profonde
Ah oui.
celle-là aussi, quoi. Je passe entre les deux.
Impressionnant.
Ouais.
Toi, tu vois pas bien. Ça,
Mon père travaille à rénover un château ici,
Ouais.
juste en bas, quoi. Donc,
Ça part un lac.
je sais pas si tu lui envoies un petit message pour lui dire qu'on passe au-dessus.
Ouais.
Just in contact Kortrijk.
Okay.
Un lac derrière moi.
Going to be heading
Ouais.
towards 117. I set my timer, and it was
The contact
10:40.
info 10250. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. So, now that we have our timer set, let me try to use a reference point. So we're going from here. There is maybe this city here that could be helpful to take a reference point. It's a little bit big, but I don't see anything very close that's, I mean, maybe this angle in the highway. Although we're already further.
Which did you choose, the city? Yeah, why not? And
The
so the heading,
was,
you happy with the heading? Or you want to correct it for the wind maybe a little bit?
the wind is, what did I write here? Oh no, it's not my card, obviously. Wait, I'm just starting to feel a bit warm, so a bit more winds. Ah, that's good. So there's a big city there on the left. I guess we're a bit more south, I guess, in our turn. Could this be, or no, this is Saint-Guilain. Oh, let me check. It's the highway. The highway is going that way. Oh, I was pressing the... Funny, because I want to see this point.
Which point?
This town here.
Okay.
But I have the impression that we're a bit more towards the south. We're heading to so yeah, we're heading a little bit more than this angle. So it could be indeed that we're going towards that. What else can I see? I see a Champ d'Éoliennes, but that's not always a good track.
Yeah, Champ d'Éoliennes and the town.
Oh, it's
to the south
one.
of it?
Yeah.
Could that be the town?
Well, actually, we're passing here between, but
there's a railway here.
Oh yeah, there's the highway is here, so we're
the
here.
Highway and there's the railway as well below us.
Okay, I cannot see that.
Yeah, if you look behind.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay, so yeah, we're passing. Then both are joining, or we're joining there.
Oh,
so we're already past.
Yeah.
But so this means
Ah oui.
we're more or less at this point. Let's see. No wait, the highway. Railroad. I'm a bit confused now. Yes, we're passing over the highway. Oh yeah, here. But the... Are we already here? And yes, both crossed. Is it turning? No, it's going away. I have to say that I'm not sure of where we are. Because here's a town. There was a big town. An airfield there. Could that already be Saint-Guilain?
Where is an airfield? Oh yeah, I see a runway there. Looks like a pretty big field.
That would be more Chièvres then.
I think so, yes.
So are we going into their CTR? The woods are here. So yeah. We are more or less following this track. The highway is still on our right, and it's turning towards the right, which is here. So yeah, we're passing here. What I'm confused is I saw the railroad track go that way, which it's not what's written here. The railroad track goes here. It's only after
this railroad track.
Ah. Yeah, then that makes sense. We were here. So we're going to be just right of this forest, between the forest and the highway. What else can I find in here? There's a waterway and the canal. Yes, we see the canal of the, what is it, this thing here on our right.
And Delta Golf for Charlie Charlie, leaving this vacancy to Alpha Southwest. Delta Charlie Charlie, exchange for the
So let's see, we've been 5 minutes, so this would be 5 minutes if we're roughly here, which is, can I count with this? Just use as a reference point. Yeah, so that's 15. Another here. Other. So that's 15 minutes, and we'll be around 19 minutes, which is what I had calculated, I remember, but that's not the game.
Very good. All right, so we mentioned the wind. Where you have your wind on your chart, indeed, it was like 19010 or something like that.
Yep.
And so what heading would you give as the correction?
With information for the Oscar, Charlie.
190 is on our right,
Charlie.
more or less like this.
Request status of Chièvres, please.
So we have to increase by maximum 5, let's say maybe 3.
Not active, copy that. Hold and test the
I'll take 5.
but remaining outside the Romeo 2.
So what do we expect? Because we haven't corrected anything. I just flew 117.
We're too much to the left, and so we're passing here instead of our track. So we could be going a bit more to the right to be closer to the highway in order to not pass over the city, which is coming up.
So you seem to know where you are. Happy to take over again?
I'm taking it over again.
You have controls.
I have controls. Altitude 1400, 123. The heading is 122. So, do you mind if I do that? The plan to go back to the right?
Sure, if you see a point that you can 100% identify as the one you want to be flying over, then by all means. Otherwise, it's easier to fly parallel.
Yeah.
But if you see a point you're 100% sure of, then why not?
I see the highway, but the highway is long. It does rejoin another. There's a waterway, so the mixing of the waterway and the runway is here. I will go to the right and then rejoin the 122 heading that we have.
Sure. I'm just gonna get ahead of the curve and put 5 kilos.
I see those, this point I see it, so look, we have a highway that's going there and another way that's that way, and that's basically this point here, you see? This one joining and that one. So once we're more or less off that highway, I will turn back.
Oscar Romania, Fisher's Road, good day.
Thank you, Oscar.
And so this is the, Saint-Guilain. I see the airfield just below here, which is
leaving
drone.
navigation to Grimbergen.
Donc si vous regardez ici, enfin, je pense que vous aurez du mal à le voir, mais on voit un autre aérodrome.
Okay.
And I remember I went on their website and there was this like canal on the side. So yeah, I could have connected on there, but the frequency is on the other map.
I've already set it to listen on Tom 2. Tu le vois, Augustin, là?
But I'll just say them hello. Sure. And this is Saint-Guilain, okay. Saint-Guilain, Saint-Guilain Radio, Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel, passing by your airfield, altitude 1400, continuing towards Charleroi.
Papa,
Okay, here's the highway again,
Charleroi.
and I will take my heading again of 122, keeping the altitude.
Là, c'est l'autoroute là.
I see the runway that's active is this one, 27009.
Now speaking about hotel kilo. Oh, we are leaving to the south east. Dans 30 minutes.
Thank you.
The volume was very low.
High volume or their volume?
Their volume.
Okay.
So I heard very distant in the distance 100 now. Well, I put the comp back on process info. So you see, on the ground, very easy in flights.
Yep.
While you're juggling everything can be a bit less easy. But we're gonna continue the rest of our flight using diversions only, so that way you can practice every leg.
And that being said, you have the control, so if I had to keep the controls and do that, that would be even...
So that's where the rules of thumb on the ground was, you know, you start, just draw a line, timer, so that's the most important. So you have your timer, take a rough heading so that you're somewhere along the track, and then once you're happy, once you're comfortable, you start doing the rest more accurately.
By the way, I wanted to go back to 2,300 on this leg.
You can,
Is it still fine to do now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
On va monter à 2300 pieds maintenant.
Ok, on monte un peu. Augustin me demandait si on allait aller dans les nuages.
Non, parce qu'ils sont quand même plus haut que nous, mais surtout on n'a pas le droit d'aller dans les nuages.
Ouais, voilà.
That being said, 2,300
should be just below.
Otherwise, I'll be at 2-2 or something like that.
Sure. Les maisons sont plus petites, hein, vraiment.
Okay, so just keeping ahead, I see another highway, so this one turns to the left, which is this one, and I see this highway, so I will turn the map.
Another tip I can give,
Yeah.
when you're looking down or doing map work, release the stick.
Yeah.
Most likely, you will give accidental inputs while you're not looking outside. So the plane will be better off if your stick is released than if you're holding it, typically.
Oh, yeah. Although I'm in a climb, so I will rotate my map after that. So I see the highway. Donc ça c'est Mons à gauche et on voit la gare de Mons, le bâtiment blanc. Bon, il est peut-être sous l'aile pour vous.
Oui, je vois.
Vous le verrez bientôt.
Information, goedemiddag, Foxtrot Juliet Victor Uniform Delta.
Le bâtiment blanc, là, dans
Victor Uniform Delta,
là-bas dans le fond de la
Foxtrot Juliet Victor Uniform Delta on a VFR plan from Echo Bravo Bravo Yankee to Echo Delta Romeo Tango. We are 2 POB, currently 1,700 feet, 2 miles to the east of BZT. Can you open the flight plan, takeoff time 1:45.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Ça va toujours?
Foxtrot Juliet Victor Uniform Delta,
2200.
QNH 1008, boven active.
1008 and boven active Fox Uniform Delta, thank you.
And we're about to get 2,300. Oil temperature is still green, so that's checking in the going up.
Juliet is VFR navigation from Antwerp to Ergen, 40, 2 POB, to the east of Liège, 2,000 feet, request flight information service. Delta Golf Juliet, traffic in front, helicopter, less than 1 mile, 500 feet below. The regional connection is 1008.
Let's do a check.
Traffic inside, regional QNH 1008. Dat even een vouw clear.
Here. Still 122, 2,300, I will trim it up. Okay, so this was the end of the highway. Let's see, we're going that way. This could be the end of the highway. Likes to turn. I guess is it the wind that basically makes a turn?
No, in this case it might be rudder trim, or just some bumps.
Sure.
If you see it consistently going one way or another, you could eventually touch the rudder trim to adjust that. But I think today is just the thermals.
Yep. So I'll go back to 122. So there's not a lot of features here. We have a quarry, but I don't think I saw a quarry sign at the end.
Et après, encore la carrière.
Oh yeah, now here I see the quarry sign. So we're at the end of the highway, the quarry sign. So I said this was 19, so 15. We should be, if I rough calculate, around maybe 12. Now we're at 14, so yeah. I had calculated 15 here, but again, maybe we're a bit faster than, what's the ground speed, 96. I don't remember what I had calculated, but again, it's a diversion. Yeah. Yeah, 105 was the target airspeed, and so the ground speed in this leg, I don't remember what I. But anyway, I see a very nice straight road and one that's quite perpendicular. So that seems to be perpendicular, and this one is quite straight ahead. And yes, I'm 129, so I'm a bit too much. So yeah, that makes sense. We are roughly passing this point. Check. So I will already calculate my next leg.
Very smart. Now that your workload is low.
Yep. I'll turn this. Really wants to turn right now. Let me put it back on 128. Okay. So I'm going towards entry north, which is this point here. Now it wants to go left. Tout va bien là derrière?
Oui.
You can also steer it with your pedals if you want. If you're busy with your hands, you can give a little bit left, a little bit right, and that'll bank left and right on the pedals. Little life hack. Because stick and rudder works on its own too. Just a bit slower than with the ailerons. So I'll give it a try.
Yep.
No need for ailerons, just fly with your rudder.
So I want to go, let's say, a little bit on the left. Okay.
So just
And
slight
now a little bit
pressures
right.
are more than enough to. It's more than you can even fly with it, but it's more than enough to keep the wings level as well with the rudder. That way you can work with your hands.
I will just go back to 122 with my rudder.
Sure.
Bring this one on my right. Okay, we're about to reach 122. That's
There you go. So you don't always have to play with the stick.
makes sense.
Keep your wings level.
Okay, so that's that. Let's take the protractor. It's going up, but I was a bit down, so I'll let it go. Oh, I like it with the feet.
Et à droite là-bas, c'est la France. Là-bas, c'est la France.
On la voit.
I'm on the blue
Ça,
line.
c'est la France.
Est-ce qu'on la voit?
Right.
Ça, c'est la France.
Est-ce qu'on la voit?
Toute la partie de droite, là, c'est la France.
And I'm
Là, on est
counting
dans la France.
Non, on est encore en Belgique.
77.
Plus information of the Chièvres.
Plus wind correction.
Now that you have time. Information, please.
Let me just check because we're about to at the point. I see the waterway. There's a town.
Slight information.
What else can I see?
Also, Alpha Bravo,
The
that's
timing?
right, Region 1008.
I said 19. So there's the waterway.
NH1008, walking 2000, of the Sierra Tower.
Quand on y
Let
est,
me give it like a more, like 10 more seconds and then I turn 77.
Les petits points, là. La frontière.
77.
Plus wind correction. Yeah. Which we know is roughly 5 to the right.
So 79, 81, let's do 81.
Sure.
Okay, here's my point, so I will turn timer, I'll mark 19 here, for 19 minutes, and it is 10:59, and I continue to turn to, what did I say, 77, but we go to 81. But I see a railroad track, which is this one, yeah? That's good. It's going towards the left. So if I continue my turn to 81, see the railroad track?
That's November Golf Juliet approaching FR about 3 feet. Change to approved. Frequency change approved. Still like on Golf Juliet.
Do I still need to say anything to Brussels information?
You can if you want.
My altitude?
Typically, no.
I lost my...
Information offshore Sierra Kilo Delta Guimauge.
Donc pour information, on voit comme une tour de refroidissement là-bas.
Oui.
Ça c'est l'aéroport de Charleroi et un peu là derrière, quoi. Donc la ville de Charleroi, c'est ce qu'on va voir là-bas.
2000 feet, request flight information.
I'm quite close to the CTR. Huh?
So that's why I would even add a little bit,
Yeah.
1 or 2 degrees to the right. It's better to be drifting slightly right than left in this case. But well spotted.
Region QNH 1008 and military zone for active offshore
La zone rouge ici.
I mean, I turned a bit wide since I kept it on my left side, so I think I'm still roughly here, but
Sure.
C'est la zone pour atterrir sur Charleroi, sur le gros aéroport de Charleroi, là où il y a les gros avions. Ça, c'est toute la zone rouge.
I want to go back to
oui,
2,300. I will put some more power.
And then how many, well, you'll let me know how many minutes.
Yep.
In a moment.
I haven't calculated it yet, but I
I think I'll use this forest. I guess I can see it here, but I'll first climb. It will roughly be at 3 minutes, I guess. Once we're there. Okay, I'm back at 83, 2,200, so let's climb a little bit more. I see a nice tower there. It's probably on the map as well. Okay, 2,300. And I'll trim it again. Okay, so what did I say?
With information, the aircraft Charlie, we are approaching now Charleroi CTR and request to the field.
Okay, Charlie.
This is the forest, and so this is point southwest. Because I see the river going into the forest here. So this here is 3 minutes. Let me just measure it. I don't want to be too much on the left, otherwise I'll really get into the CTR, so I'll deviate. Oh yeah, still. I'll go to 90 for now.
Nous on est là, et on doit aller là. Et on a déjà fait tout ça.
Ça va Damien, t'arrives à bien suivre sur la carte?
Avec le téléphone, ouais. Avec le téléphone, ouais.
Cool. Okay, so what did I say here? 3 minutes from this point. That point, it's a 20, middle of close to 25, so that's 3, 6, 9, not deviate too much. I'll go back to 85 for now. I think I'm a bit farther now than where I was at. So that's 12, estimating, let's say 13. I would say 14, but we're a bit faster, so I will say, what did I say? 13 minutes. Oh, that's seconds, minutes. Okay, all right. Altitude 2,300. 83 is back. Well, I said 81. Donc là, on voit Charleroi, hein, sur la gauche.
Ouais. Et tu vois pas l'aéroport, quoi.
L'aéroport, moi je le devine parce que je sais où il est, mais
ouais.
J'aurais du mal.
Ouais.
Tu vois les nuages noirs un peu, donc tu vois la tour qui est la tour blanche là, c'est sur la droite.
Ouais.
Là, plus ou moins là où il y a les nuages noirs, un peu là derrière, quoi.
Ok.
Hein, je dis pas de bêtises, hein.
Ouais, c'est juste.
Ah.
Je le vois pas non plus. Ouais.
On voit des bâtiments industriels qui sont de l'autre côté, il est légèrement sur la droite de ça, quoi.
Ok. Ah oui, je vois où c'est là, non. Mais bon.
The railroad track just below me, which is this one, and I saw a turn, so we're, roughly here. I will see if I see Point Sierra when we get a bit more close to that. Is this a prison? Looks like a prison.
Looks like it, yeah.
Is it indicated at all? Tu vois la prison, Damien?
Ouais, j'ai vu. Elle est sous l'aile, là. Regarde par là. Là, c'est une prison, là.
Le gros bâtiment.
Ouais.
I think Sierra. I will just turn a little bit because I want to see.
Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de monde.
I see this is Point Sierra. Check. I'm a little bit too much to the left to my taste. Even though Sierra is outside of it, I will steer a bit more and then go back to 80, 83.
Roger that.
Actually, I put my heading back to 81 now since we put it a bit more to prevent this, but we're a bit further now. Okay, so we're overhead Sierra, an unplanned point.
Là en dessous, c'est le point qu'on appelle Sierra, c'est le sud. Quand on sort de l'aéroport de Charleroi, on vient ici.
Ouais.
Ce qui veut aussi dire que c'est un endroit où il y a beaucoup d'avions qui passent, en fonction de la piste qui est ouverte, donc c'est bien quand même de regarder autour.
Ouais.
And so point north entry is more or less where we see those Eolian windmills. There's a little lake, if I'm not mistaken. I think I drew on top of it, but that's up. I'm climbing now, 2,400.
Tu vois, on fait le tour.
You can see there's a lot more cumulus clouds here, so more of
de Charleroi là.
Yep. So just as an exercise, if I had an engine failure now, I like these fields. These ones are not too bad. They're a bit shorter, but I'm high enough that I think I can turn maybe even next to this road if we need any help or something. I don't see that much that area, so I would either select this, but I think I would, at that point, would have selected that. Now it's too far, so I would go here. This is
have you done engine failures en route yet, or?
No.
No.
You want to do one? Oh, there's a little chateau en bas à gauche.
Okay.
Let me just check. 80,000. Maybe it's going to be a bit too...
That's not with passengers.
Yeah. So this one is the anti-point Sierra. It looks like a Sierra, but it's not the same configuration. Okay, looks like I'm still heading more or less correctly. I'm high enough for the windmills. Là, Damien, ce que me disait... Attends, the quarry that's there is close to the November or Sierra Eka point. The one that we're seeing here, just for reference point. Ouais. Ce que me disait Michael, parce que donc là je viens de dire, bon, si jamais j'avais un problème de moteur, voilà l'endroit où je sélectionnerais, et il m'a demandé si j'ai déjà fait en route, donc un exercice. Puis j'ai dit non, j'ai pas encore fait, mais je pensais mieux de le faire sans les passagers. Quoi.
J'ai entendu.
Là, ça serait l'idée de baisser le nez, de descendre quand même. On va pas le faire.
En tant qu'instructeur, quand tu m'as dit si j'avais pas le moteur, je le ferais là, j'ai dit ouais, ok.
Si on n'était pas là, ça serait passé.
Ouais. Merci d'avoir été là. non, mais je me serais senti bien de le faire.
C'est bien que tu y penses.
Ouais.
Surtout quand tu as beaucoup de forêts, pas beaucoup d'options, commence à y réfléchir. Bon, la plupart de la Belgique, il y a beaucoup de champs, alors c'est plus facile.
Je vois le lac devant, je vais le garder légèrement sur ma gauche. Et après ça, alors là, ça devient plus intéressant parce qu'il va falloir qu'on passe ici. Quels étaient les points? Donc, il y a la Sambre, il y a l'autoroute. I see these windmills there. So I would suggest we go around these windmills like this. It's a 24, so we go this downwind up. This stage.
And I'll show you the corridor without forest that I was talking about.
You know what? I'm going to already switch back. I will say that I will request frequency change. Put a bit more volume. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, currently joining or approaching Namur. Request frequency change to Namur Radio.
Okay, Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, frequency change approved. Bye.
Frequency change approved. Bye. Thank you, Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo. Okay. Oscar, Sierra Alpha Alpha. So now I'm back on radio. I will imagine something like that. I see a couple of villages, but I'm not sure yet what it is. I forgot to put my timer. So 11 minutes. I think we had calculated 12, no 13. So yeah, well, a bit faster. Oh.
So here you can actually see this windmill, that windmill. And those ones are the edge of the Charleroi CTR.
Yeah.
So you can very easily visualize what your limits are here outside.
Okay, so if I stay basically right of the windmills,
pretty much.
I'm fine.
Exactly.
Okay, so now I'm going to put this back. Or it was yours, do you want to ship it now? I will. Donc là, on a fini la partie vraiment de navigation.
Ouais.
Attends, je vais juste noter qu'ici qu'on avait fait 12 minutes. Voilà. Et je vais enlever ça. Bien, est-ce que tu peux me le garder juste comme ça me dérange pas ici. Donc là, on va approcher Namur. Et donc, comme indiqué, je vais juste prendre ma petite Visual Post Chart que j'avais tournée ici. On va tourner à gauche bientôt. Saint-Hubert, Douarlet. Donc je le montre pour que vous voyez, mais c'est surtout pour moi que je le fais. On va arriver en gros par ici avec ces éoliennes. On doit passer à gauche de ces deux-là et on va venir retenir sur ce downwind là et descendre. Et le downwind est à 1600, donc je vais tourner là maintenant et je vais contacter la radio dès que j'ai tourné. Je suis encore à une altitude que je suis en train de descendre, mais je vais rester à 2000 pour l'instant.
Donc là, il va faire tout un tour pour aller se poser après pour faire l'atterrissage, d'accord? Donc là, on appelle ça la phase d'approche. C'est ça, Emilien, c'est la phase d'approche?
Ouais, là, on va en effet se mettre dans ce qu'on appelle le downwind pour aller atterrir. Et l'aérodrome est par ici, quoi. Ok, je suis à 2000, c'est bien, je m'en remets à 70. Namur Radio, Oscar Yankee, Papa Hotel Kilo, rebonjour.
Tu vois ici entre les deux, là t'as beaucoup de forêt, là t'as beaucoup de forêt, et puis il y a un couloir sans forêt.
Je vais rester là-dessus.
Les nuages, c'est un peu moins clair avec le shadow des nuages, mais voilà. C'est ça le...
Et donc ces éoliennes, voilà, c'est celle-là, hein?
Ouais.
On va pas.
Je vais ranger ça, j'en ai plus besoin pour l'instant. Donc, approach briefing. D'ailleurs, je vais juste faire un truc avant, je vais changer de switch de fuel tank, je ne l'ai pas fait là. Donc, fuel pump on, on va se mettre sur le right. Attends 5 secondes. Et on se remet sans la fuel pump. Je vais aussi réduire légèrement déjà ma vitesse pour avoir un petit peu plus de temps de réflexion. Donc, là on arrive sur le downwind. Est-ce que je vois déjà l'airfield? Oui, je vois là-bas, on le voit sur la droite. Un grand bâtiment avec un toit triangulaire, dans ce sens-là, ça c'est l'aérodrome. Et donc, le pattern altitude est à 1600. On va supposer que c'est la piste 24 gauche qui est toujours d'actualité. Et je vais donc faire mes downwind checks une fois qu'on est en downwind. Et je vais quand même déjà réduire ma vitesse. On arrive à 1600, là on est à 1700. Namur Radio, Oscar Yankee, Papa Hotel Kilo, about to join the right downwind to runway 24 left. Je sais pas si je devais dire quelque chose d'autre, non, c'est bon.
Position report.
Ok.
Si t'as mal aux oreilles, tu peux bailler.
Donc là, je suis à 1600. On va trimer un petit coup en arrière. Je vais passer sur la forêt. Tu vois, pas trop près des...
C'est là où on va aller.
Les éoliennes. Et ensuite, je vais chercher... Je la vois pas, la nationale, si, avec le village là. On voit pas d'avion dans le pattern.
C'est là où on va atterrir.
En même temps, c'est un peu l'heure du lunch, hein, donc ils seront pas derrière la radio. Peut-être que je suis trop bas là.
Je vais t'aider avec le bug, comme ça.
S'il te plaît, merci. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, right downwind runway 24, left for full stop. Ouais, c'est ça, j'aurais pu rajouter le full stop. Alors, on est dans l'arc blanc encore, je réduis, on garde l'altitude. Fuel pump, landing light, un cran de flaps. Power. Voilà. Donc on voit l'aérodrome à droite, hein,
ouais.
Tu l'as vu, ouais. Là j'arrive sur le rond-point. Encore un petit peu bas. Je vais remettre un petit peu.
À côté du champ jaune, tu vois le champ jaune?
Oui.
C'est exactement là où on va aller. C'est celui qui est dans le fond, là-bas. Là. Et donc là, il va faire un tour comme ça pour aller se poser.
Donc on va passer après entre les deux là, puis entre les deux. Check. No traffic visible. On va viser la maison avec la piscine là-bas. Oscar Yankee, Papa Hotel Kilo, about to turn base right, turning base, runway 24 left, full stop. Voilà. Got a bit confused, but indeed.
Right-hand base is what you were looking for, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. A little bit low, well, no, 1580, that's fine.
Le champ jaune, il est toujours là. Le champ jaune là-bas. Et tu vois, il y a
Okay.
une longue route,
Let's
c'est la piste de
reduce. Still, I'm more accustomed on the other side. So this one I'm less. I'll already put my second degrees of flaps. I'll go towards the Bretel here, not passing too much over this village. Trim it down, and I'll put less than 15. Well, 15 is fine since we're still a bit far. Okay, deuxième front flaps. I know, too high, so let's reduce more. And I'm searching for 70.
Ah, yes.
The fuel?
Yeah, left side, low quantity. We're on the right, so. Well, low, still 5 gallons.
Huh?
Tu vois, elle est là.
Ah oui.
So we're looking for 3 wheels on the ground before the middle taxiway, otherwise you can do a go arounds. But looks okay for now. Recovering nicely. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, final 24 left, full stop. So you could focus.
Thank you. More on the left. 70. Rounding, birds. Okay. Center line and braking gently. Do I put it in the grass there?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo, runway 24 left, clear.
Vacated.
Vacated, Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Kilo.
Radio for the Oscar, Charlie, good afternoon.
Oh my god, that's loud.
Oscar, Charlie, Damien, Verret.
Ah, he's responding to them and not to us.
Good afternoon, Charlie.
Is this fine?
Oscar, Triple Charlie,
Yes, it is.
for pipeline inspection, release West Echo, quick cross your zone, north of the airfield, passing
Okay,
west
like this?
to east, low level for the pipeline.
Start timer.
Ok. Et voilà, on est arrivé.
Et voilà, super, bravo.
Alors, je vais faire mon after landing, donc fuel pump, landing lights. On n'a pas de pitot heater là. Transponder, on aurait dû se mettre en 7000, je pense.
Attends, on peut le
Flaps.
faire maintenant si tu veux.
Ah, ouais.
Le cheat code pour 7000, c'est le bouton VFR aussi.
Ah, ok, je n'avais pas vu.
Et automatiquement,
Parfait.
il est rempli.
Et taxi, on a. Voilà. Donc, shutdown, parking brake set, radio master. Là, on va plus s'entendre. Merci, au revoir. Switches off as required. The lights. Nav lights. Throttle is idle. Engine cooling, so let's wait for 2 minutes.
I put a timer here, but
okay.
it switches off.
Oh, that was 20:30.
then we'll turn. Donc là, on attend 2 minutes que le moteur se refroidisse. Quite satisfied.
Yeah, it was well done. Very good. The only feedback I have, the rest you noticed, the altitude control.
Yeah. No,
The best way to resolve that is to go back to check it more often.
Yep.
So it's not about trimming better or anything like that. It's just when the workload is high, then the deviation was more. So it's not
200.
It's not a skill issue. It's a
Frequency.
to check the altitude more often.
Makes sense. Well, I fully recognize
But
that.
for the rest, it was very good. The navigation part went very well. Good log keeping, good track, and everything like that. Diversion was the first one you did it while I was flying. Second one you did it while you were flying. Of course, these were along tracks that you had prepared, so it's a little bit easier, but already a good start to the process.
Cool. Seconds. Engine master off. And with the fuel remaining. So that's 7 and 9. Let me take a picture. I forgot.
I'll open the door already.
Yeah.
Take a photo here, selfie?
Yeah, of course. Let's do that. Je prends juste cette photo-là. Hop. Tu peux t'approcher si tu veux. Hein. Let's walk, look around.
Je veux déjà.
Okay.
Oh yeah, with me as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Perfect.
Cool.
I leave you in charge.
Yep.
I'm gonna prepare
I'll finish this one.
Salut, et toi?
Ça va bien? Désolé, on est un peu en retard, mais. Toi qui prends l'avion après? Ouais. Okay. Je termine ça.
Mon téléphone.
Oui. Vous avez son téléphone?
Ouais.
Ouais. Ok, fuel remaining, lights off, strobe off. Flight times, on va noter ça. 401.5. Et on a fait la note de Chièvres. Attends, je vais reprendre cette photo. 401.5. 401.5 et 6453.7. Ok, so là on note parce qu'il faut dans le logbook dire combien de temps on a volé, etc. Flight times copy, main bus off, battery off, on n'a pas de trouble report, on va nettoyer et on est bon. Ouais, on va débrancher les casques.
Bravo Emilien. On va que tu gères
Non mais ça fait plaisir parce que tout se passe bien.
oui, doucement. Non, tu les tires. Ouais. On va les ranger dans le...
Je vais prendre ma GoPro.